Zombie waves. I've beaten this level so many times. I'm trying to beat it with the shotgun because I've already beaten it with the bottom 3. I can't go any further than this level. I don't think the app is complete because, I mean, that's not, I don't know. It's just a survival game. To help pass the time when I'm not studying or learning or anything like that. So I figured I'd just have a little bit of fun and kind of share my testimony. This is my 5th video trying to do this because I was listening to music. For whatever reason, I don't edit my videos. So, I mean, I don't know if there's like a way to minimize the background music so I can be heard better. So I figured this time I'll just do it without any sound. I do cuss a lot. I'm kind of sporadic with my thoughts, but I always try to make a point to come back to them if I wander. So here I go again. It all started when I was young. I was probably 8 years old. I'm 37 now. I remember reading this book. It was like a children's book. It was animated. It was a large book. Hardback, animated on some pages, and it was like a Christian book. I don't really recall what all was entailed in it. Honestly, I don't even know what it was called. I do remember reading and watching, or not watching, but I saw a picture, of Jesus like carrying his cross up the hill, and I read about the crucifixion, and I remember getting a little emotional because it was sad. It is sad. I think that any believer would confirm that. And so, like when I was young, Mom used to talk about, number one, we weren't a religious family. Like, we only did the typical, Easter church events and services and Christmas and what have you. Definitely weren't Bible thumpers. But for whatever reason, God has always been in my mind. And I've always had an earnest and honest yearning, if that's the word I'm looking for, to have the personal relationship with the guys almost my entire life. It's almost a burden because I do cuss. I do sin daily. Anyway, see, I'm drifting. And so Mom, she would talk about the Antichrist and Revelations and Mark of the Beast and 666 and all that good stuff, So I ever remember being like maybe 10 years old, maybe 11, and Clinton, so 94, 85. Man, yeah, I was young, but I used to get my yearbook and just for shits and grins, I used to count out people's names, who had long names to see if they added up to 666, in my yearbook. Because I've always been infatuated with that, because I've always wanted to just be prepared and know, I mean, I think it's smart. I don't think it's fearful to be prepared. I just think it's smart. Um, and so, I used to sleep out on the trampoline on my trampoline a lot with my best friend down the street, and we used to always look up at the sky and the stars and talk about like aliens and you know they weren't so much they weren't so much like religious types of talks, just more of the philosophy on life. Um, he was a pretty intelligent person too, Jimmy Joe, and um, so I'll fast forward to my early teens. I read this book when I was like 14. It was called From Adam to Armageddon, which is the Bible put in chapters. Really thick book. I read it all to complete. I read it twice. It was really easy to read and to follow along and understand. I can honestly say that I learned a lot of my biblical information that way. When I was 15, by this time I know that I had a personal relationship with the guys. I kind of knew that I was quote special at the time. I prayed every night. Actually, this is something I'm going to say that I haven't said in my other videos when I was trying to make this. So Samson in the Bible, or excuse me, Solomon rather, King Solomon. He is one of my favorite. Um, and so God, told him that like, you're righteous and whatnot. You can wish anything that you want, and I'll grant it. So he wished for wisdom, and he was the wisest man. And I thought that was extremely smart and noble. So I started praying for like wisdom and knowledge and understanding, and I think God bestowed that to me. Um, why I'm not sure. Hopefully I can make a difference. It's like I'm getting bombarded on now and losing my focus. It's gonna be a short one. Yeah, because I'm getting backed up. Next video.